Hello, sorry, I am so late, I apologise. We've joined mid-stream, mid-live, mid-game for the first time I can't remember the last time this has ever happened. But yeah, mid-live. Apologies. Yeah, no, I wasn't kidnapped by Mikel Arteta, I promise. I had a slight emergency with the camera, but it's all good. We're all good. We're all sorted. It's all fixed, and we're all fine. But yes, a 20-minute, well, basically a 30-minute later start than I was expecting. Apologies. It won't happen again. How are we all doing anyway? Good to see you all. I won't spend too long on that because we're 20 minutes into the game. But I hope you're all doing well. City of Northville, how's it going? Matty, Welshwing, Oxford fan, I don't even know. Vanch, Gunners Villains, thoughts on Southampton? I'll be honest, I'm really surprised at the severity of that Southampton news. Really surprised. Like, I thought they'd get something. I thought they'd get a fine. I guess the severity of it, the big surprise is the severity of it. Because they've admitted to a few more things, haven't they? It's not just, we got caught against Middlesbrough. Apparently they also spied on Ipswich in April. And they also spied on Oxford in, was it October? Neither games they won. But the investigation has found that they spied on both teams' training sessions when they shouldn't have done. So, they knew they weren't allowed to. They spied anyway. I get that it needs to be harsh. But I think a suspension, well, not just a suspension. They've got a points deduction for next season. They've got kicked out of the playoff final. That's about as harsh as it gets, isn't it? And not only that, apparently Tonda Eckert, the Southampton manager, has walked. Apparently he's walking, he's leaving. So if you've got the manager leaving, points for next year, and they've been kicked out the playoff final, what a day to be a Southampton fan. Good grief. Corner for Bournemouth. Floated far post, City get it away. I do think this is probably the night where Arsenal win it. The way that it's been going so far, it's been all Bournemouth, hasn't it? Steve, have you chosen a name for your new channel yet? Why not XG with Key? I have, yes. I have chosen a new name for the channel. I have, yeah. I have got a new name for the channel. And I have got it ready to go. I don't know if you'll be able to find it if you search for it. I'm hoping you can. I really hope you can, but I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can find it on here, because if I can, then I'll tell you it, and then we can go and search for it, can't we? Yeah, I don't think it's showing up yet, which is frustrating. Yeah, no, it's not showing up yet. I might have to get like a direct link to the channel. Slot is going to be fired, says Marilyn. Have I not fixed the chat screen yet? Oh, what an absolute donut. Apologies. Here, I'll do it now. I'll do it. There you go. There you go. We're all done. It's all fixed. The chat's now live. Apologies, folks. I'm having a bit of a nightmare. But yes, I have got the new name for the channel. Not the new name for the channel, but the second channel that we're launching for the World Cup coverage that you're going to need if you want to follow us throughout the World Cup. I've got big things planned for the World Cup. And before that, by the way, in order to get going for the World Cup, I'm going to be streaming probably the next few games over there as well. So if you want to keep watching us for the Women's FA Cup final, the Europa Conference League final, the playoff final. I'm going to be doing the playoff final over there. So we'll be watching Hull and Middlesbrough over on the new channel as well. So if you want to follow along with that, I'll have to get you the link. But as it stands, when I'm searching it on, I think it's because I literally set it up today. I set it up today and I think it's still kind of authenticating. So you probably won't be able to find it yet, which is frustrating. But yeah. How are we all doing anyway? Sorry, I'm not ignoring the TikTok crowd. I apologise. I am still with you. Let me have a look and see if I can get on the old TikTok crew. What are we saying, folks? Why always me? He says, why new channel? Just do here. Oh, you guys won't feel it on TikTok. TikTok will be no different, really. Yeah, you won't feel anything at all. But in terms of on the other place, YT, it's a new channel, new branding, all that sort of stuff. City of Northfield, that channel's going to become the main when the algorithm actually works properly there. Well, possibly. I don't want to kind of give up on this one, and it's not the case, but I have to make sure that for the World Cup we've got a place that isn't sort of handicapped to a degree. So, yeah. It's going to be on a new channel specifically for the World Cup and possibly beyond. We will see. So, yeah, don't worry. The Premier League dad will probably still do bits on here and there, and we'll still do lots and lots going forward. But yeah, if you wanna follow going forward, you're gonna need to be on the new second place. David Massey, I'm made up for Middlesbrough. Why? I really don't think that's a fair approach. I really don't. I actually think the smarter thing would have been Hull. Just go straight up. I mean, we all want a playoff final, don't we? But I'll be honest with you, I really think Hull should benefit from it, not Southampton. Sorry, not Hull. Not Middlesbrough. I think it should be... I really do think it should be Hull in the Premier League as a result of that. Manny, what's your new channel called? Well, I'll tell you, but I can't really give it to you because you can't find it. It's so frustrating. I think it's because it's so new and you can't even find it yet. I wonder if I can get the exact link to it. If I can find that, maybe I can give it to you. I don't think I can. It's well annoying. I don't even know, says non-Premier League games moving to a new channel. Strategy-wise, it's a little bit muddy at the minute. Oh, side netting from Doku. But yeah, short term, everything will be over there. Not just, I mean, everything, literally everything, including the Premier League final day, will be over there. And then after the World Cup, it might be that more is back over here. Robertinho, I'm buzzing up the borough. Jay, slot in or slot out? Slot in, very much. Pete says, they say football is not played on paper. Tell that to the championship clubs. Cheating is cheating. It's not It's really not cheating. It's really not cheating. I think it was stupid. It was rule breaking, but it ain't cheating. It's definitely not cheating. Is it letting you transfer memberships? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. So don't worry about that for now. You'll still get full VAT. Maybe for the first month. Those who have wanted to help, I'll make for the first month. We'll do everything we do for members only. We'll make it for kind of everyone, and then I'll make sure members are looked after going forward. But yeah, realistically, this is something we have to do to keep growing. So it's frustrating, but it is the smart thing to do. Why always me? Would you one day make videos or only live? I'm a small independent channel, mate. You can't really do videos if you're a small independent channel. You can't do it. You need a big editing team and all corporate and all that sort of stuff. It's tough to do videos. I feel like if you're doing videos, you're doing videos. If you're doing lives, you're doing lives. If you're doing shorts, you're doing shorts. There's not really many people who are consistently doing all three. It's very, very difficult. Vanch, hopefully they have a... Yeah, no, I absolutely do. The new channel will probably be the new destination, to be honest. It'll probably still be the new destination. YouTube isn't really giving you a choice. It's not, and this is the choice, mate. There was kind of two choices in it. Two choices. Option one, stick with this. Go through the World Cup. One of the biggest global, things, totally handicapped. Or start afresh. Potentially lose 23,000 subscribers. Move over the people who are regulars and can come across in good time. And build again. Build better. Build back better. So, yeah, I haven't really got much of a choice, sadly. But that is the way we're going to go. Julia says, what's your new channel called, Key? I can't, I'll tell you, but if you search it, you're not going to find it. So it's a bit, not pointless, but you're not going to see it, right? You're not going to see it yet because I have literally created it today. Liam, blue for Everton, is it key? Nah, this ain't Everton blue. This is sky blue. Stephen, feel for Southampton fans really, but fair decision. I can't understand that. I really can't understand it. Why always me? The thing is, World Cup people watch with friends and family, not with Watchalong, dude. I disagree, mate. No, I absolutely disagree. There's a huge Watchalong audience for the World Cup, just as there was for the AFCON. Today's halftime quiz, guess the name of Key's second channel. I actually quite liked it. I was going to go with like Key Thomas Football, but it felt a bit bland. So I've landed on something that I don't know yet. I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about it, but that's what we're going with. We've committed. So hopefully you'll like it, and if you don't like it, then there's not really a lot I can do about it. Southampton have appealed at Key. Think it'll get approved. Do you know what? I genuinely hope so. I genuinely hope so, but I don't think it will, actually. It's called 3 in the Key, a channel about basketball. Key's moving away from footy. Yeah. Space Jam. Key Jam. Ooh. I'm the only one in my family who watches football, so yeah, I'll be here. Good lad. Good lad. Listen, we'll be here. I can't promise that everyone in the chat will be here for the World Cup at the daft o'clock kickoffs. Why always me? I am indeed, mate. Yes, I am indeed. Never a dull day. How's it going? RM Unknown, any quizzes today? We'll have a half-time quiz, as we always do, I'm sure. Matty Key, do you think that could be the permanent channel? Could be. Could be. I don't know, though. I genuinely don't know. I wish I could give you a clear answer. I don't know, because I don't know what's going on with this one. Other than YouTube thinks it's a little bit unstable and it's not sending us lots of people. So it's slowly strangling the life out of it with new people coming to the channel. And the only reason for that is because we had 5 crashes in 9 days at the end of March. Which, listen, I kind of understand. I guess if you were YouTube and you wouldn't want to send a load of new people to a channel that's kind of struggling, would you? Not struggling, but you know what I mean. Can't finish streams because I had a stupid laptop issue that fucked us for 9 days, and I tried to keep fixing it. It wouldn't work, and it kept crashing. And for that 9 days, we had 5 crashes. So YouTube's gone, right, stamp, unstable channel. You've got to now earn back the right to get us lots and lots of people coming. Which feels a little bit unfair because it's not anything that we've done, but it is unfortunate, and that's kind of where we are. So the whole reason is new channel. We'll start again. We'll go for a new channel, and we'll try and build it again, which is a really, really gutting thing to do when you've already got to 23,000 subscribers. But then again, we did 18,000 in the last 4 months, didn't we? We've grown really quickly. I think because people have started arriving and realising, hey, this is a really nice place. Some good people here. And then there's Gamer Guru. I'm only kidding, mate. You know I love you. Scouse, good evening, Key. You good? I'm good, man. How are you? I'm really good. More importantly, how are you? The new channel, Key Breeze Through the Night. Key Breeze Through the Night. I don't even know. Play up the Cherries. Love the Cherries. The World Cup will be a big influx. Well, hopefully so. We'll see. Will you have the same TikTok channel? Yes. Yes. Who do you think's going to win, City or Bournemouth? City. I still think they'll get it right. I certainly hope so, anyway. Chiming down, the big surprise about them being expelled from the playoffs is that the EFL have actually had the balls to do it. I thought they'd try and appease Borough by getting Southampton to pay them off. Yeah, I really thought that's what we'd see. I thought it'd be a big fine, slap on the wrists, that type of approach. To think that they've done this is massive. Like, massively... It's a really strict, really harsh, I think. Finners Matty Key, you're going to have to change your intro. Well, what intro? What intro are we talking about? The start of the show when I say, how we all doing? My name's Key, welcome to Premier League Dad, sort of thing. Yeah, I'll say the name of the new channel instead. Won't be that different. Who's the title favourites for next season? Arsenal and City. No. Do you know what? I actually think with Enzo Maresca coming in, it won't be that smooth a transition. But I also feel like, and I know people are going to say, oh, you're so bitter, Key. I don't feel like Arsenal have been sufficiently good that they are immediate favourites. There's a lot of curveballs next year, isn't there already? Enzo Maresca coming in to replace Pep. Xabi coming in to replace Liam Rosenior, Callum McFarlane. So Xabi's going to be at Chelsea. I'm sure they'll give him a bit more money to spend. They've already got a pretty decent squad, and the chances are they won't have European football. So Chelsea will get the run that Man United got this year. Now, imagine if Man United had appointed Michael Carrick. Jellyfish says this all the time, doesn't he? If Man United had appointed Michael Carrick earlier in the season, would they be materially better off? Maybe. And if they were, then they maybe could have competed for the title. I don't think so, but that's the argument. Now, you would imagine if Chelsea's Xabi Alonso appointment works out, maybe they hit the ground running. They can compete for the title next year with just 40 games to play across the season rather than 55, 60. Makes a big difference. So I do wonder with Chelsea whether they could do that. Liverpool, guess it remains to be seen. Again, I don't think we're a million miles away. We're a lot closer than people think. I don't think we'll necessarily win it, but I think we're a lot closer than people think, and I really, really do believe that Arne Slot will turn it around. But again, I've thought a lot of things, so I could be wrong on that one. City, again, yeah, they've got a good platform for it, but it's Enzo Maresca, and he'll take time to adjust and adapt, and he'll probably have his own ideas that are different to Pep. So then, yeah, Arsenal. Can they hang on to the players that they've got? I wonder. Gav running the championship, knowing us, Key. Good to see you, Gav. Ant Wiskin says, evening, Key. How's it going? Shocker, clowning Arsenal with no credentials. Clowning Arsenal with no credentials? No, I'm not clowning Arsenal with no credentials. I'm just saying I don't think Arsenal are the immediate favourites. Well, now that maybe Arteta has won the league, will Arteta change his style to a more attacking one next year? No. You think, what did you say? I think he's been playing careful to win the title. I don't think you change your style once you've won a league title. Don't think that happens at all. Clips, Arsenal can actually win the league tonight, can't they? Yeah, I think a draw tonight for City basically confirms it. A draw tonight and Arsenal win the league. Stephen, I'm a United fan, but I think Liverpool will win it next season. I put some money on Liverpool last year. Nice. And Neil, Key, I reckon you'll get third behind Arsenal, second and United first. You think United are going to win the league next year? They've only just managed to get back in the Champions League, but they're going to jump straight up to league winners. I think United are further away than Liverpool are, I'll be honest. Owen, do you think City should be charged now that Southampton have been? It's different. It's completely different. City, I mean, Southampton were caught red-handed. You can't really compare the two. Prabhu, Southampton cheated multiple times. They did, yeah, and they admitted it as well, apparently. They totally owned up to it. I don't even know. Bournemouth have lost every game here since a loss to Arsenal. And Twiskin, I'm Arsenal and they will play the same way. Play walking it around and no hunger to score. They've scored a lot less than other title-winning sides. Clips Market, I see Arsenal fans saying Arteta has a better legacy than Klopp already. Mad. Oh, Bournemouth, they've done it! It's Croupy! It's Croupy! It's 1-0! Oh, my goodness me, this young man's having an absolutely stellar season. Pep Guardiola's got his bottle. He's lost his bottle. City have got it all to do now. 39 minutes. They're going to give out... Do you know what the beauty of this is? The beauty of this is, right, at least we're not going to have to witness Arsenal winning the title. We don't. That's the one thing. That's the one joy in this. I actually secretly kind of wanted a draw tonight, just because it's so much better having them already got the title wrapped up by the Palace game than it is having them actually have to win and like have that whole celebration on the. Oh, be arsed with that. Have them win it tonight, so they've got to win it and celebrate at probably some pub together. Or knowing Arteta, probably, I don't know, he's probably taking them to breakout rooms or something, knowing him. Boys, we are not going to watch the game. We are going to play with fire. Anyway, right. Bournemouth 1, City 0. Eli Krupi Jr. Now Portuguese Krupi, I'm led to believe. Apparently Portugal looking to call him up because France are missing the trick. They're going to get him for Portugal and he could be off. Oh, they're in again. It should be 2. Oh, what a tackle from Gueye. Oh, Krupi. Should have been 2, that. Really should have been 2. And Gueye's now gone down. That doesn't look good. Not with the World Cup coming up. My goodness me. They've absolutely flew out the traps here, Bournemouth. And City just lose it completely. He's miles on start. Oh, he's not. He's miles off, actually, there. Scouse, amazing how many times Arsenal have won 1-0. Anyone know how many it's been? Probably 35 out of 38 games. I don't know. Krupi will be an Arsenal player next season if he wins us the league. James, hello, Key. Good sir. Been a good game so far apart from City losing. Hey, give it time. Give it time. Clips market. If Bournemouth win here, Liverpool must beat Brentford. Listen, we ain't finishing behind Bournemouth. Perish the thought. Perish the thought. Savage Jew says, my team getting relegated and Arsenal winning the league at the same day. This is going to be a harsh day. Come on, City. Just get a draw. Equaliser. That's all we want. Little equaliser will do you. Mateus Fernandes not in the Portugal squad. I really think he should be in there. Some mad surprises in the World Cup squads, isn't there? What happened with João Pedro? No João Pedro. Very surprising. Clips market, check the table, Key. No, the table doesn't say anything, mate. Listen, Bournemouth are not finishing above Liverpool. Red Rebellion, how embarrassing this would be for Pep if City lose here. They've got to get the job done, haven't they? They've got to do something. 2 trophies in his final season, still a hell of a return for Pep Guardiola, by the way. Look at that. Goals by teenagers. Robbie Fowler in 93, 94, and now Eli Krupi Jr. If he's anywhere close to Robbie Fowler, my goodness me. What a player he'll become. City of Northfield United still further from the title with you lot busy in Europa. Listen, we're not going to be in the Europa. We're going to be in the Champions League. Don't know why you keep saying it. We're going to be in the Champions League. The City era is over. The United era is restarting. Oh my God. They can't even... Finners, I think the fact that we know that Pep is leaving now, probably the pressure is on the players to try and win the title in his final season. Let's just have done with it, for God's sake. Hard to say that it would be hard on Pep to lose today. Man is on track for 100 trophies before his retirement age. Do we think the 115 is playing a factor in Pep Guardiola's leaving? Do we think it's going to be any sort of a part of his decision-making? Like, I wonder maybe there's a decision forthcoming and he doesn't like it and he's getting out before the shit hits the fan. Man City fan, I barely want to chat. Oh, mate, come on. Listen, you've had your rub of the green over the years, haven't you? You've had a lot of success. Arsenal haven't had a sniff in a couple of decades. So, give him the day. $115 charges incoming. Here's Semenyo. Come on. Terrible ball. Absolutely shocking. Gonna passion for me. This has got to be the greatest title win in living memory, considering all the factors. What factors? What factors were at play? The greatest title win in living memory. Can't wait for this one. Why? Go on, why? Why is it the greatest title win in living memory? This is why it's so bad, innit? Red Rebellion Key. Pep did say he would go if he knew they were guilty. Correlation ain't causation, I guess. The GO says, I think you have to believe it plays a factor. The 115, right? I mean, it can't be the main factor, but knowing you have the potential to either see major restrictions, massive financial impact, etc. Fair play. And that fly pigeon key, it's been a pleasure this season. We're gonna do it. Believe. Listen, I've always maintained for a while, mate. I didn't think City would ever really in the title race. It was always hope rather than actual belief. Arsenal are the most effective side in the league. There's no doubt about that, but they play some dreadful football. And that was the only reason I never wanted them to win it. Lil Philly, City got to get something. Can't let Arsenal have this. And no way break. I think it's interesting that there was an old clip of Pep where someone asked him about the 115 and he replied, I believe the answers I've been given by the club, but if I was lied to, I will leave ASAP. Could be, yeah. Fair shout. Aaron, are you worried about the possibility of Thursday nights, mate? Not at all. Not at all. Hey, listen, we've had Thursday nights in the Europa 3 years ago under Jurgen Klopp. It really isn't all that bad. One season in the Europa is really not that bad. Same way as it wasn't bad for United this year when they weren't in anything. So yeah, I can live with one season in the Europa. Obviously, I don't think it'll happen, but if it happens, it happens. It happens. Arsenal had it. Chelsea had it. There's been plenty of teams who've had it. Us 3 years ago. Scouts Leicester title win was massively shocking. What's he on about? And City of Northville, Maresca to replace Pep, though. Let's be serious. Haaland ain't staying around for that. No, listen, I do worry about that. Well, not worry, because I'm not really that bothered. It's City. But you know what I mean? I do worry about sort of the players that City have right now. It'll be quite a change. Enzo Maresca's a very, very different type of manager. I know he's come out of the Pep school of coaching, I guess. But yeah, apparently he's a completely different manager in terms of man management at Chelsea. So I do wonder whether or not that'll play a big impact in whether or not some of these City players stick around. What are we saying? Sorry. So did Arteta, and look at the state of him. And Welsh, to be honest, even after City beat Arsenal, a lot of Arsenal fans said we bottled it. Key didn't. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but it is true. I have stayed very... People try and find little, chinks in the armour at different points, but I've stayed fairly consistent. I've definitely got some stuff wrong. But I got that one right, at least. Let me have the one or two that I got right, at least. Welshwing says, halftime quiz in honour of Pep leaving. The top 20 highest goal scorers under Pep in his career so far. Let me write that in the chat. That's a great quiz. I like that. I do like that. Okay, here we go. Halftime quiz. Halftime quiz. Top 20 goal scorers under Pep Guardiola in his career so far. Okay, here we go. Let me get the chat up on the screen, and we can do it. So Messi is first. Okay, Messi first. Aguero third. Haaland second. David Villa is 21st. Who else have we got? The GR says it'll be interesting to see what he can do with multiple transfer periods under his belt. I hate this new Premier League where you don't even get 3 transfer windows to make it work. I agree, mate. I think patience is a virtue, isn't it? And you have to have it with managers. It's really important. Sterling is 4th. Raheem Sterling is 4th. Mahrez, De Bruyne, you would imagine. Aguero, Lewandowski. Who else? Throw the Chelsea game on. Yes. Let's get Chelsea on. Go on, let's have a look at Chelsea. Hang on. Let's get Chelsea on. It's 4 minutes in the Chelsea game. In fact, here, I can change it over. Look how good this is now. Watch this now, folks. How good's this? Wait a minute. Let me see if I can do it. This is going to be really cool if I can actually do it. How good's that? How good's that? I can fully change it over mid-game. Look at that. I'm dead impressed by that. There you go. We're now watching Chelsea-Tottenham for a little bit. Right, Lewandowski's 11th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Lewandowski is 11th. Who else have we got? Mahrez is 9th. Foden, yeah, Foden's a good shout. Leroy Sané is 15th. De Bruyne is 7th. Any other shouts? We're doing the top 20 Premier League, not Premier League, top 20 goal scorers under Pep Guardiola in his career. So far, we've got De Bruyne 7th, Sané 15th, Mahrez 9th, Lewandowski 11th, Sterling 4th, Messi 1st, Aguero is 3rd, and Haaland is 2nd. Who else have we got? Bernardo Silva 10th. David Silva, maybe. Spurs only need a point tonight to stay up, don't they? Finners, Matty, you having the same graphics on the new? I am, mate. Yes, yeah, it'll be identical. Christian, hey Key, sending hate from Long Island, New York as usual. I'm bouncing it right back with love to you, mate. Lots of love to Long Island. Not David Silva. Gundogan is 12th. Ilkay Gundogan is 12th. Who else have we got? Gabby Jesus is 6th. The top 20 goal scorers under Pep Guardiola in his career so far. Who else have we got? Iniesta, Xavi. Yeah, probably not bad, those answers. 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Iniesta's 19th. Pedro is 13th. Good answer. David Villa was 21st, we said. Neymar. Was Neymar there then? Neymar's got to be there then, hasn't he? Alexis Sanchez, yeah, possibly. Possibly. Wally Tees, have you seen the Southampton news? Yes. Yeah, we was chatting about it earlier, mate. Che, don't be talking bad on the defending and undefeated champions Arsenal from now on. Why? Why not? Of course you can. You can still talk about it, can't you? Neymar never played for him. Just thinking of players around that time. There's no Suarez, wasn't there? You've got Neymar, you've got Villa. David Villa was 21st in the list, not Sanchez. Eto'o? Samuel Eto'o? Pep was at Bayern when Neymar arrived. Thomas Muller's 8th. Struggling then now. Do you still think City will win this? Yeah, I think they'll turn it around. Can't be Ronaldinho, I don't think, can it? Mahrez, we've got. Foden is 5th. So we're waiting on 14th, 16th, 17th, 18th and 20th. Wouldn't Neto have only had 1 year with Pep? Robin is 14th. I'm just spitballing attackers that played for Barcelona about 10 years ago. Or whenever it was, 12, 15 years ago, whatever. Superstar DJ, even with all your nasty, horrible comments, you can't change it. Nasty, horrible? Why do you think they're nasty and horrible, mate? I do find it peculiar why you think they're nasty and horrible. Nasty and horrible. People really have no sense of, no balance at all when it comes to football, do they? Nasty and horrible comments. Wow, very, very personal. Eljesevic, do you think any Arsenal fan care about Liverpool as much as you do about us? I don't know, mate. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. They might well do. They could do. Guess it depends. Sadie says, Arsenal fan, love watching your streams. Key opinions aside, you're an entertaining lad. Hey, good lad, Sadie. Appreciate it, mate. Lots of Arsenal fans in the chat. Many of whom completely disagree with me, and that's fine. I disagree with them on a lot of stuff as well. But you'll enjoy your title win, and I'm sure good luck to you. It's a long time since you've last won a title. And I certainly enjoyed it when Liverpool won our first title in whatever it was, 30-odd years. So, enjoy, mate. Enjoy. Yo, Brownie, how's it going, lad? Not the start City wanted. Not at all, no. Really not the start City wanted. Spurs are doing a bit better, though. Goetze is 17th. Goetze, 17th. We're now waiting on 16th and 20th, right? Uncreative handle name. Hey up, key. Ignore the idiots, man. I can take your banter. Give it time. Give it time. I'll crank it up a couple of notches. We'll see. Would you say Declan Rice now surpasses Steven Gerrard as the greatest Prem midfielder we've ever seen? Oh, comfortably. Yeah. I don't think there's much doubt about that now, is there? Gerrard, a bit timid, really, compared to Declan Rice, if anything. So yeah, completely agree. Brownie, who would you like to see go down? I mean, I don't really want to see anyone go down. I haven't really got an axe to grind with Spurs or West Ham. I quite like West Ham. I don't mind Spurs. I thought West Ham would go down at the start of the season. I predicted West Ham, Burnley and Leeds. So I got Leeds wrong and I never would have predicted Wolves. But yeah, I got 2 out of 3 right anyway. Pep has to be grilled over the Kovacic start. If we clinch it tonight, I know it'll be insufferable. Ramblebriar, the comments you make are pretty mild and I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. You weren't horrible. Go celebrate a scaffold goal in a Tottenham pub. They'll say some pretty rank things about your mum. They might know my mum. I'm only kidding. I don't think my mum's watching, but I would never ever say anything nasty about her. Sebastian says it's okay, Key. Everyone in Texas loves you. You're welcome over here, my friend. Mate, if I can get over there, I'd love to come to Texas. Madhouse Evening Key, just watched the Netflix Istanbul documentary, Torture. I've still not seen that, but I've heard good things. Torco, did you enjoy that Bournemouth goal, even though you're a City fan, lad? I loved it. It was a great goal, wasn't it? Croupy, what a player. It's not Fernandinho. Daniel should have sacked Slot last week and get Alonso. Now, what's that? Now Chelsea got him and Liverpool can get Pep. We don't want Pep. No, we want to keep Arne Slot, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What are we saying? Bournemouth can get Champions League if Liverpool screw up their last game, says Jensk. I don't see it, Jensk. I really don't see it, but maybe, possibly, could happen. Mike, do you think Liverpool will sack Slot after the game next week? No. I think he'll stay, and I want him to stay. It's not Thiago. Okay. We're waiting on 16 and 20. Bojan. Bojan's not a bad shout, maybe, Lewis. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I'll give you a hint. He's a current City player and a former Barca player who's now a manager. One's a current City player and one's a former Barca player who's now a manager. Ooh, that's a good question. Xavi. It must be Xavi then. Xavi didn't score that many, did he? Maybe he's 20th. Maybe Xavi's 20th. Strike! Oh, good save. Great save, that from Kinski. Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's Xavi then. And then the current City player. Ooh. Rodri? Maybe Rodri at a push. Rodri scored a fair few for him. Or yeah, maybe it's Rodri. I'm guessing Rodri now. Xavi is 16th. Okay, and who's 20th? I did say Xavi. VAR check on that Krupi goal. Kai, why are people so mad at the end of the day? You prefer a style of football and have some banter. Oh, mate, they're just kids. They're just kids. They're just sad kids. It's all good. You can't be too angry at kids. Rodri's 20th. There you go. Let him have the little moment. It's not Bernardo, no, it was Rodri. 20th. Good quiz, that, Welsh. Top 20 Premier League. Not even Premier League. Top 20 goal scunders. Goal scunders? What are you saying, Key? Top 20 goal scorers under Pep Guardiola in his career to date. 20th is Rodri. 19th Iniesta. 18th Franck Ribéry. 18th Goethe. Sorry, 17th Goethe. 16th is Xavi. 15th Leroy Sané. 14th Arjen Robben, 13th is Pedro, 12th is Gundogan, 11th is Lewandowski, and the top 10 is Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Muller, Kevin De Bruyne, Jesus, top 5, Foden, Sterling, Aguero, Haaland, and Messi. Karim, if you look at Bernardo's goals for City, he's had a fair few. Surprised he isn't up there. He is. Bernardo Silva's 10th, mate. Yeah, fabulous player. Really like him. Who do you think wins in Slabhead of the Year, you or Maguire? I don't know. I'm going to go to the awards ceremony anyway. City of Northville, they just don't like you because you're different. Arsenal, but once they get to know you, they'll like you just as much as Mother. Well, there you go. I enjoyed that. Great quiz, Welsh, as always. Really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Right, well, do we need to switch back over? I think we probably do, don't we? Let's switch back over to Bournemouth and City. Look how simple that was. I love that. I absolutely love that. Absolutely fantastic. No way breaks if City beats Villa and Liverpool beat Brentford. Isn't Bournemouth in the Champions League? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Bournemouth would be in the Champions League if they were to finish 6th. I mean, to be honest, I'm sure a win tonight basically gives them a great chance, but they'd have to go to Forest and win. And I think Forest away is a really difficult one. Forest played well against United at Old Trafford the other day, and I think they'll want to end the season strongly. So I honestly don't feel like Bournemouth are gonna win both games. I still think they draw tonight, or maybe City win. I'd still back City to win from this position. They've not played well so far, though, City. It's been a poor performance, but I would back them to get something tonight, even if it's only a draw. John J, why do you hate Arsenal this much? Why do you think I hate Arsenal? I don't hate Arsenal at all. Sumik, mate, listen, I know you need a bit of attention, mate, but please don't spam the chat. Come on. You know I only have one rule, mate. You can say whatever you want to me. I don't care. It's all good fun. We can have a laugh. You can take the piss out of me. You call me whatever you want. Call me a penguin. Call me whatever. I've had worse. It's all good. Call me whatever you want. What a strike that is! Oh, Enzo Fernandez, absolute worldie. But yeah, please, sweet lord, don't spam. Don't spam. Then you're just taking the piss out of everyone else in the chat. Just being a bit of a bellwith to everyone else. It's just an honour to be nominated, I guess, Key. That's it. Yeah, all you do is you just hope and pray, don't you, that one day you can get it. Come on. Absolute fabulous strike that from Enzo Fernandez. We're back off and underway for the second half anyway. Danny Ross, social media. I know, mate. Tell me about it. City, come on. Get stuck in. Get stuck in. Spurs are down. Natalie, you blocked Kyle for having banter. I have on YouTube. I've not blocked anyone on YouTube. I haven't blocked anyone on YouTube, mate. Whoever you think has been blocked on YouTube, they ain't been blocked by me anyway. Maybe one of the mods have, but I haven't blocked. We have listen. Like I said, you have to work very, very hard to get blocked, and I mean very hard. You've got to be a full-on bellwith to get blocked, and I mean like you can say whatever you want. You can really say whatever you want, unless you're going on to like homophobia, sexism, racism, any of the isms and phobias, whatever they are. You can say whatever you want. You can have a pop at me. You can say whatever you want. I don't mind. The mods know how we do it here, which is we are very, very liberal with the ban hammer. That's the opposite, actually. Very conservative with the ban hammer. We hardly ever use it. Unless you're spamming or you're being offensive to other people. To me, you can say what you want. But to other people in the chat, if you're being offensive, then yeah, you're going to get moved on. But I've not blocked anyone, and I don't believe we blocked anyone tonight. LOK, did you see the news? Southampton have been kicked out of the playoff final. It'll be Hull City v Borough in the final. Yeah, I've seen Borough going in the final. There is an appeal going on at the minute, though. Whether or not it happens in time for the final, which is set for Saturday as well. Yeah, or if you criticise a Welsh Wing quiz, then yeah, it's immediate ban hammer. Natalie, it was a mod the other month, but he enjoys your channel. Well, if he's been banned by one of the mods, then there's a very, very good reason for it. So I would really question whether or not he was behaving himself. Sheila, Southampton deducted 4 points. Yes, they have been deducted 4 points for from next season. Mercury XV, you've got something on your shirt. Me? I have. No, I've not. Other than my actual shirt, I don't think I've got anything. Keep Kyle away. Like I said, if you've been, you know, a dafty, then yeah, you're gonna get blocked and moved on. But very, very few people get it. Hey, Dylan, how's it going? Jim Viking, Arsenal or Man City to win the title? From this point on, I would say it's Arsenal's. It's been Arsenal's for a long, long while. Haaland, good tackle that by Bournemouth. Callum, what minute you on for the City game? 50th. Thank you very much for the gift. Appreciate that, Adam. Neil says he probably got a bit carried away. These chats can get rowdy. That's all he said. What's all he said? He put Liverpool. That's all he said. I have no idea. It certainly wasn't me anyway. So I can't imagine he'd have got banned for saying Liverpool. That's not usually anything, unless it's been done by mistake. Chesney, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. 1-0 Chelsea. Yeah, we was just watching. Just been watching. What a strike from Enzo Fernandez, by the way. Dylan, there was a spider crawling on your Valencia shirt there. A spider? There's been some big spiders knocking around here. How's Smokey Key? He's very, very good, thank you. How's your pups doing, Shell? What a ball that is. Bournemouth are in again here. Could be 2. Decision is we don't know, so we'll say it's deserved. That's kind of the approach of the Premier League, isn't it, to be fair? Yeah, we don't know, so we'll assume it's deserved. As someone who's been bitten by a spider, it's not like the movie. It's an absolute worldie of a strike. They're just showing the Enzo Fernandez goal here on the Bournemouth City game. Absolute worldie. Hell of a strike. John J says, tonight London makes history. Arsenal win the league and Tottenham get relegated. Nah, it's not happening, mate. Tottenham are staying up for sure. For absolute sure. Still 2 points in it. Means that Everton would need to beat Spurs on the final day, and I just don't see it. I don't see a world in which Everton beats Spurs on the final day. Do you? I don't see it. Does your dog go? Can we get a check on that? As when he gets less than usual. He uses his paws and goes like that. Arf. Corner for Bournemouth. Ball whipped in. City cleared it away. Still got 40 minutes left. Bags of time for City to turn it round and win it, but honestly, from what we've seen so far, it's been a real poor performance. And I mean, this is. Do you know what the one thing I would say is? Arsenal are getting the job done. They're turning up and grinding it out. But the last few performances have been really poor from Arsenal, haven't they? Here's Haaland. And as much as we're saying they deserve to win it, because they absolutely do, by the way. I'm still not at the point where I'm saying, wow, what an unbelievable title winning side. They're probably going to win it on maybe less than Liverpool points-wise last season. Jerry, and you don't want Everton in Europe. I don't think Everton can get Europe now, can they? Pretty confident they can't actually get it anymore. Let me have a look at the... Let me have a look. So, Premier League as it stands. If Everton were to win on the final day, they'd finish on 52 points. 52 points is only good enough to see them finish 10th. Yeah, they'd finish 10th. 10th isn't going to be enough for European football. So a win's no good to Everton, full stop. They actually physically can't get European football now. Resound Productions, you look ill, lad. No, I am on top of the world, mate. I am absolutely flying. Peak of physical fitness, you might say. If we win on Sunday, we finish 2 points above you from last year. No, that's not true. If you win on Sunday, you finish 1 point above us from last year. We won it with 84 points. But let's be honest, I think if Bournemouth win this tonight, you're not putting a full squad out on. You're putting a completely rested squad out against Palace, aren't you? Which basically means Palace have got an half-decent chance of beating you. Or at least getting a point, in which case you'd finish on less points than Liverpool. Aaron Ballistic, we're all looking forward to your crash out of excuses when Arsenal win the title. There's no crash out of excuses when Arsenal win the title. I've used my full quota of reasons why Arsenal have won the title. I think we're all pretty clear on why Arsenal have won the title. But Everton would revel in the chance to relegate Spurs, plus Moyes will want to do West Ham a favour. That's true. Bernardo Silva's coming off for Cherky. Who else is coming on for City? Kovacic going off. Kovacic and Bernardo Silva off. Cherky and Foden, is it? Yeah, 2 attacking changes. 2 big attacking changes. John J, next year, if winning the league with 1 goal, you can criticise them as much as you like, but this season it had to work. It had. That's my point. It had to work for Arteta, didn't it? It absolutely had to work. Why didn't Cherky start? Well, Semenyo's come off now as well. And Savinio's coming on. So it's a treble change for City. Cherky, Foden, Savinio for Silva, Kovacic and Semenyo. Never confident with Savinio. To think Spurs nearly paid nearly 50 million quid for him? Very nearly went to Spurs for 50 million quid. From City as well. I don't even know. Says Palace under 18s, the Arsenal under 18s, worst clash of them all. Honestly, I think if both games finish like this, the most eagerly anticipated games at the weekend will be Liverpool-Brentford, Bournemouth away at Forest, and possibly then Spurs, Everton and Leeds and West Ham. It'll be those 4 games that people are focused on. No one will give a fig. No one will care less about City and Villa, really. City and Villa maybe to an extent, I guess, because Villa will either be European champions by the time they play City. They may well be foot off the gas. So we'll have to wait and see. Shell, have you heard from Scottish at all, Key? Do you know what? I've really not, Shell. No, I've not. He's not been in at all for a long time. I've been thinking about Scottish. It's a real shame because I'd love to have found some way to stay in contact with the guy. I know he went into hospital and he wasn't feeling so good. But then he came out, didn't he? And he popped back in and said hello and stuff. But yeah, not heard from him in a long time. I've got to say, it was really sad to see him sort of disappear a little bit. But I'm hoping he's just maybe recovering because it's probably been about 2-3 months, maybe couple of months, and it was, I think, relatively a big. Wasn't he going in for an operation? I think he said. But I know he had a spell in hospital. I hope he's okay anyway. I've not heard from him. There's no real way of us keeping in touch or getting in touch with him. I really do hope he's okay though. No, he wasn't on the Discord, sir. I know you think this was before we even set the Discord up. So, very frustrating. I did say to him at the time, because when he said he was in hospital, I said, mate, if you do me a favour, if you can drop your, if you can drop me an email, my email's here. If you can drop me an email, I'll send something. I want to, you don't have to tell me anything like personal or whatever, but I'd love to send like a little something from us lot, from the channel to the hospital, wherever you are. 'Cause it's like a get well soon type of thing. A little care package, I don't know, something, anything, just to say, we're thinking about you, mate. It'd be lovely to have you back when you're back fighting fit. But I never got anything off him, so I didn't want to kind of invade his privacy at the same time, but I would have loved to hear from him. I hope he's okay anyway. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's fine. That's it. Absolutely right, mate. Absolutely right. Vanch, wait, I need to join the Discord. I didn't even know there is one. The Discord is fading a little bit, right? I set it up as initially to kind of keep in touch with everyone, but it kind of hit at the same time the channel hit a little bit. So I've basically had to focus on a whole load of other stuff, which is really frustrating. So it might well be that gets picked up in a bit of time, but it's maybe not as active as I would have liked it to be, and that's my fault. Arsenal have won the title through skill and ability. If you believe that, I've got some beachfront. Three-star, I'm subscribed to loads of football streams. I've never seen his name pop up anywhere. What team did Scottish support, Key? I think, I'm almost certain that he was wasn't he a Hearts supporter? Or was it Celtic? I can't remember. I'm sure we talked about it. Didn't we talk about Hearts doing well? He might well have been a Celtic supporter. He was a lovely fella. He was a really lovely fella. He watched a lot of Premier League, so we didn't really talk an awful lot about the Scottish League. But yeah, I'm really not frustrated, but like, it's bothering me that now a little bit. I really wish we could get in touch with him. It was Hearts and Liverpool. I thought it was Hearts and Liverpool, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought it was Hearts and Liverpool. It's so annoying, isn't it? Because this is why I set the Discord up, honestly, because I feel like there's genuinely people in the chat who I would like really miss. Like, if you just didn't come back for a bit, I'd be like, where have they gone? Like, and from a genuine like personal perspective, we've had like chats for months and months and months. It'd feel really sad if I just didn't hear from him again. So that was the whole point of the Discord, to kind of keep in touch. Big strike, must be. Is that in? Is it in? Goal kick. Ooh, nearly 2 there. Nearly 2. City are honestly terrible. Off the post it was. Will do enjoy a key stream, however we're not going to agree on slot for a while. Do you know what, mate? At the end of the day, it looks like he's staying. It looks like there's... I'll tell you what I do hope, by the way. There seems to be an awful lot of... There's an awful lot of people who've put their stock into a rumour, which is being pushed out by, I think, Anfield Agenda, amongst others, saying that he's absolutely certain that Slot is going to get sacked at the end of the season. And if it doesn't happen, I really hope that that people remember the sources and don't take stock of that sort of thing in future, because there's an awful lot of people who now think he's getting sacked at the end of the season when it's all come from that. It's all come from one guy on a stream saying, yeah, you know, I've heard he's going at the end of the season. If that doesn't happen, I hope people remember it. I really hope people remember. Because he's gone out on a limb and said he's getting sacked end of the season. The Jaw says, this is my first time tuning into you. Seen videos of you all over, but wish I'd watched during the season. Well, listen, I really appreciate you turning up and saying hello, mate. It's been nice talking to you. Really has. And I hope you pop back in throughout the season. We're live every single day. This is what we do on here. I'm starting a new channel. I will say that. I'm starting a new channel for the World Cup. Specifically for the World Cup, 81 fixtures across 39 days, and I'm going to be live streaming every single one of them. So I don't know if you've got any sort of what's the phrase? What's the phrase where you can't sleep? What's the phrase? I don't know what the condition is where people can't sleep. Anyway, whatever it is where you can't go to sleep. If you're awake at night and you fancy watching a World Cup stream at 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning, Divier will be streaming it. Insomnia. That's the one I was going for, John, Jerry. Appreciate that. Yeah. Insomnia. I had in my head sleep apnea, but I was like, it's not sleep apnea. No, it's not sleep apnea. That's something completely different. Insomnia. That was the one I was going for. Welsh Ring, I can't remember what my first stream here was. I think it was Arsenal v Forest, where we won 3-0. I don't remember the 0-0. The 0-0 with Forest, Arsenal. There's too much money on the line for him to hold the info back from everyone. Sponsors and stakeholders have to be told, so it makes sense to me. Eh? Or am I not welcome with my terrorist football? Oh, no, absolutely you're welcome. Of course you're welcome. I haven't really publicised it for a long time because it's not really any need to. There's not really anything going on in the Discord. City of Northville, that ain't no rumour. All these news agencies wouldn't report it without confirmation. Sky also said City has told sponsors this. Sorry, yes. SB 1991. What's the condition where you hate Arsenal so much you can't focus on your own team? I absolutely do focus on my own team. Incontinence. That was a little bit outside there, wasn't it, Doku? Do you think United have a shot at the title next season? No, come on. Howie, are we going to see you stream at the Arsenal Winners' Parade? No, we don't do trophy parades, mate. I didn't do a stream for the Liverpool trophy parade last year either, so it's not anything against Arsenal. I didn't do one for Liverpool last year either. So you don't have to worry about that. Neil says my first was York Rochdale and it really helped my mental health. Thanks, Key. Oh, mate, that's really nice of you to say. I appreciate that. It's very nice, and I genuinely hope you're in a better place now as a result of it. Or, well, forget as a result of it. I hope you're in a better place now, full stop. Oh, big chance. Bournemouth again. Should be 2, that. Really should be 2. OJD, since you're a Glory supporter, will you be wearing an Arsenal shirt next season? Why? What's convinced you that I'm a Glory supporter? I don't expect you'll answer that question, but go on. Why? Go on. I'll bite. Why do you think I'm a Glory supporter? I'm Mancini. Early predictions for next season top 4. Probably the same. Chelsea might maybe break into it. I'd probably say Chelsea, maybe not United out the top 4 at this moment in time. I think United will struggle to those extra sort of 15 games a season, which is what it'll be. It's going to be really difficult for him. And I don't think Carrick will necessarily adapt as well as we all think. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a really difficult one next year because I expect a fair few teams. There's a lot of curveballs in there, isn't there? Pep's not going to be there. I expect Arsenal maybe lose a couple of key players. I firmly expect we'll see Xabi Alonso get backed in the transfer market, and Chelsea won't have Europe at all, so they'll be kind of like what United were last year. So I think Chelsea might do all right next year, even if it's just 4th. Mercury, here's the best part of this. If the results hold, Kai Havertz is the goal scorer for our match, and poor LG was crapping himself about it. Shell, Everton v Brighton, first half of the season in August. I don't even know. Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, you beat Brighton that day, didn't you? The Joe says, Man United, I think, is entirely dependent on central midfield refresh. I think United need a better number 6 than Baleba, because that's the rumoured sort of replacement, isn't it? Baleba to United. And I think if you're going to replace Casemiro, you need better than him. Tony, have City made any changes, Key? They have, mate. They've made 3. Here's Ryan down the right-hand side. Bournemouth, near post. Going to be a corner. Bournemouth. Yeah, they made 3 changes. Semenyo went off, Kovacic went off, and Bernardo Silva. And Savinio, Foden, and Cherky came on. I'm Mancini. Do you reckon Arsenal lose players if they win the Prem and the Champions League? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, certainly. There's no doubt about it. There'll definitely be some players who've played big roles for Arsenal this season who will move on in the summer. Absolutely no doubt about it. They won't keep all of this squad together. In fact, a lot of Arsenal fans want them to sign a lot of new players, don't they? They want them to go and go and improve, go and build on this. It's very unlikely. I think they'll try and keep the squad together and maybe add 1 or 2 faces, but they won't massively overhaul it. Ben White might move on. There's rumours about Ben White going. Lewis Skelly, I wouldn't be surprised if Lewis Skelly maybe goes out, whether it's on loan or permanent. Genuinely wouldn't be surprised if we saw, obviously, Trossard, who's played a big part. Havertz, maybe. Jesus, maybe. There's a lot of players, and they're not easy to replace. Zubimendi as well. Zubimendi, if Lewis Skelly stays, maybe Zubimendi goes. And you can't really... Odegaard's another one. Quite a lot of people saying Odegaard. I mean, is he going to be happy being a backup to Eze and vice versa? If Eze doesn't get the World Cup call-up, which I don't expect he does, I think he'll be pretty disappointed. He might start thinking about his future as well. So, big challenge for Arsenal is keeping a squad together as well. It's always and that's not an Arsenal thing, by the way. That's how it is for any Premier League title winner. Have a look at how many teams have won the Premier League and then have a look at how many have retained it. Very few. And the reason it's so hard to retain a Premier League title is because when you win a Premier League title, all of the good fringe players you've got, all the squad players who've helped you win a title, they all get agencies and other clubs in their ear saying, hey, why are you sat on the bench for them? You've done really well this season. You're going to be sat on the bench again for them next year. Come and start for us. Come and start over it. And then they start to agitate, and all of a sudden, all the best players Arsenal have on their bench start getting teased away. They'll start getting teased away, and that's what causes the unsettlement. And that's going to be the big challenge for Arsenal, is keeping the squad together. Jesus and Martinelli might go. That's it. Martinelli's another one. If they get rid of Martinelli, it's not easy. It's really not easy. The Gio says, +1 year, he comes back from loan. He and Darman might come in or consider their future. I mean, Darman, I think he'll be fine. He's a really young man. 1 year he will. 1 year he will go. There's no chance at all 1 year he leaves, gets some regular minutes, and then says, yeah, I'm fine with the bench at Arsenal next year. No chance. They might get rid of Odegaard and keep Wanyuri. Or get rid of Eze and keep Wanyuri. One of the two. But what they won't do is keep Wanyuri and have Odegaard and Eze and Madueke and Saka. That doesn't work. Daddy-O, Jesus, Trossard and White, I think move on. The rest won't go at a push. Maybe Odegaard to Bayern or something. Rasta, how's it going? Hello, Key and the Watchalong family just leaving work. How's the match going? Well, it's Bournemouth 1, City 0. And I'll be honest, mate, City don't look like they're laying a glove on them. It's been a dreadful, dreadful game for Manchester City. Not just from a points perspective. I Am Crouch says, I've seen rumours of Wijnaldum to Coventry. Think that'd be a smart signing. Genie Wijnaldum back to the Premier League. I'd love that. Well, Marmoush about to come on. City's final throw of the dice. Ball out to the right-hand side. Here's Savinho. Spurs having a mare as well. We'll watch the rest of the Spurs game once this goes off. Oh, Haaland was there for a second. It looked like it. Egbert, how's it going? City of Northville, would you hang around City to see what happens if you're a top player? Again, this is it. I think, Enzo Maresca coming in, there'll be quite a few who want to move on. Rodri will go, I think. I do wonder how many of these City players will stay. I think Cherky will. I think Foden will. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw rumours about Haaland, do you know what? I think there's this petition about Real Madrid, right? About Mbappe. Think about this for a second. If Real Madrid were to sell Kylian Mbappe, and I don't know who they'd sell him to, but I'm sure there would be a market for him, right? Let's say Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid, let's say they acquiesce to this petition. There's 60 million people signed a petition to get rid of Mbappe. He's getting booed on coming onto the pitch. He's not really finding he's not really happy there, maybe. If they were to try and move him on, I wonder whether Haaland would be exactly the type of player they'd try and replace him with. And a City without Pep Guardiola, could that be exactly the sort of environment that would encourage a Real Madrid bid? Pep's left. It's the end of an era at City. He's already won a treble there. He's won a domestic double this year, maybe. Maybe even a domestic treble. I don't think so with 16 minutes left. And then you think to yourself, could Haaland go to Real Madrid? Real Madrid sell Mbappe, they replace him with Haaland. That sounds like a like for like. Well, to some extent. ZQXV, Key, do you think Kasula will get his big move in the summer? What, to Sunderland? To the Mackhams? Haaland is a pure Mourinho player. That's what I mean. I've thought about it for a while. I think the only move that Haaland makes from City is Real Madrid. And if Real Madrid are ready to move out a special player like Mbappe, maybe it's a straight swap. Maybe there's a deal to be done there. Mbappe to City, Haaland to Real Madrid. Who says no? Could happen, couldn't it? Could happen. I think that's a possibility. Keep that on your radar. Mbappe to City, Haaland to Real Madrid this summer. I've heard rumours on the grapevine. I'll pull an Anfield agenda. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to do the accent either. I'm not going to try the accent. I've heard voices, and they've told me it's going to be Mbappe to City, Haaland to Real Madrid. You watch, it's coming. Doesn't Haaland have like 8 years left on his contract? Yes, but I still think there's probably a bit of wiggle room in there. I am absolutely certain that when Erling Haaland signed his contract, his team, his dad, his agency, whatever, will have 100% built something in there that is a mechanism that allows them to leave for Real Madrid at some point. Players aren't stupid anymore. They've already planned out their careers. The next 2, 3, 4 years they'll have planned out, especially with City getting these charges floating over them. There's no... If you're a City player, if you're a Manchester City player and you're signing a contract and you know the club have got these charges looming, you would definitely build in something into that contract which says if you're going to get sold, or if your club is going to get chucked out the Champions League and relegated or whatever, you've got a mechanism in there that allows you to leave. And I think there might be. Does Vinicius Jr. leave Real? Maybe. I don't think he's best mates with Mourinho, is he? Contracts don't work like they do in leagues like the NFL. Almost all contracts have built-in clauses that only if this club clause. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's many... Oh, great. City, come on. 14 minutes left here. All I need is a point off you. Give us a point. It's the same reason that most players have relegation release clauses. Agreed. Yeah, absolutely agreed. 115 charges means a 10-point deduction for Everton. Everton are raging. They've finished 1 point further ahead of where they were last year, and they're probably going to finish 14th. It's so funny. I can't believe a load of Everton fans are really turning on David Moyes, though. City ball in. Bournemouth, great defending. Yet again, fabulous defending. Mancini, a point doesn't do it, Key. They need a win. Oh, I've given up on the title, mate. The title's Arsenal's. I've given up on that. I'm talking about... I just can't be arsed with the whole Liverpool need to beat Brentford and Bournemouth can beat Forest on the final day. I can't be arsed with it. Just give us a draw today. Oh, chance! Must be... Oh, nearly. Nearly. Zaid says, Key, why do you hate Arsenal so much? Liverpool and City are more rivals than Liverpool Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal at all, mate. I'll say the same thing I keep saying. Everyone in the chat's like, oh God, not this again. I don't hate Arsenal at all, mate. I just don't want you to win the league. You're going to win the league, but I didn't want you to win the league. Because I find your style of play very boring. That's all it is. No big deal. Nothing personal. Just don't like your style of play. Style of play is very dull, very boring, but I quite like Arsenal, the club, quite like Arsenal players, just don't really like Arteta's philosophy on football. That's it. That's it. It's really not deeper than that. If you think it's deeper than that, then I would say speak to your therapist. Speak to your therapist, you may have some issues to work on. I encourage you to do so. LRX, your mannerisms and the way you talk say different, Key. Like I said, I would say... You've maybe overthought it, overshot it. There's no hate. Saying I don't want him to win the league does not equal hate. Only if you're very, very dramatic. Very dramatic. Gamer Guru, Key sees the 1 millionth. Why do you hate Arsenal chatter and can't help himself? It doesn't benefit me to read it. It doesn't benefit me to read it. It's boring for everyone else in the chat. All the regulars who literally see it every 5 minutes. I don't read it every time, but I feel like when people come in and ask it, I feel like generally they're being quite sincere. So I really try and engage with it because I don't want to see him. I'm not a bell end. I'm not, you mean, you might think I am, but I'm really not. I've got no axe to grind with Arsenal. I just don't. I hate the fact they play this way, and I hate the fact that the Premier League champion is going to be this boring and this hard to watch, and their own fans acknowledge it. It's that the Premier League the standard for a Premier League champion has fallen so far. That's what I don't like, and I wish it was better, but it's not. And they are the best team this season, and they will win it. And congratulations to them. It's about time. £1 billion spent, not won anything for God knows how long. Yeah, it's about time. Good luck to him. Kian says, I was too young to remember the last title we won. The little boy in me is like a child at Christmas. And see, that's it. I love that. Honest Arsenal fans and sincere Arsenal fans who've been there and done that and, can't really remember a title win back in 2004. Which, when they didn't win the Premier League, by the way, they won the Barclaycard Premiership in 2004. If we're being really brutally, semantics, if we're taking it down to semantics, they didn't actually win the Premier League in 2004. It was the Barclaycard Premiership. Look, if there's one football match you could watch, what would it be? Ultimate football bucket list. Istanbul, gotta be. Greatest final of all time. City have really screwed the pooch here, haven't they? Carl, do you think Anderson will join United now Pep is leaving? No, not at all. Although I do think that if Pep is leaving, there will be some real question marks about a lot of players. They'll want to get Enzo Maresca in so that they have a real clear plan of how they're moving forward. And I have to say, I think there'll be a lot of players who now raise their eyebrows about Man City, and maybe Elliot Anderson will be thinking twice about it. If that's the case, then Liverpool have to get him. If Man United get Elliot Anderson and Liverpool don't, then I'll be honest, I think that's a real kick in the stones. Ethan, hey Key, first time back in the stream, and Arsenal won the league when I was born. So this is the first time I've got to watch Arsenal win. Mate, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Dudek 5 yards off his line every pen in Istanbul. Hey, no, I don't deny it. Absolutely, he was stood next to Shevchenko when he took his pen. How many signings do Liverpool need? Probably another 7 or 8, same as last year. We got 7 or 8 last year. We sold a third of the squad. That's why we were never ever going to compete really this year. And we're probably going to do it again. So I don't think we compete next year, whoever we sign. Gio, I wasn't even swimming in my dad's balls when Tottenham won their last title. Gamer Guru, Peps walking due to the charges. About to hit them. He wants us far away from British. Can't believe I've still got the bloody halftime quiz up. What are we saying? Dude, it was a household name at my uncle's. Rasta. Oh, come on, Rasta. Don't be like that. It's not going to be hard for me at all. I'll sleep like a baby. Flex Key had to wait 30 years for the league and acts like Liverpool win it every year. Don't act like we win it every year. But I've seen us win everything, mate. I've seen us go to 4 Champions League finals and 3 UEFA Cup finals, I think. Yeah? Is it 3? No, I don't think it's not 3, it's 2. 2 UEFA Cup finals. Yeah. 2 UEFA Cup finals, 4 6 European Cup finals I've seen in my lifetime. 6. I'm bored of them. Carsticks, I hope you find passion for the game we all love. Mate, I listen, there's one thing you can accuse me of, there's one thing you can't, and it's definitely passion for football. If you find another Watchalong channel that watches the amount of games we do, I defy you. I defy you to find one. If you can find one who watches more, I'll delete it. I'll delete the channel. Doesn't happen. Notts County versus Salford. We'll be watching that on Monday. We'll be watching Stockport in the League One playoff as well. And the Championship final now. Now we've got probably Hull versus Borough. I am Crute, surely 5. 2005, 2007, 2018. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I was thinking of the ones we lost. I was just thinking of the ones we lost. But yeah, I've seen us win 2 and lose 3. I've erased Kiev from my memory. Kiev was painful, wasn't it? I went to pretty much every game in that Champions League run as well. I was in Rome for the semi-final. I was in Porto. I was in Seville in the group stages. I went all over Europe watching us that year. And we got to the final. I was so close to going to Kiev. And we fluffed it. Oh. All because Sergio Ramos broke Salah's arm. But yeah, 2005, 2007 was Milan in Athens. 2018 was obviously Kiev. 2019 was Atletico Madrid, Wanda Metropolitano, or the Riyadh as it's known now, isn't it? Okay, I'll be unbiased. I don't think you're a shithouse like that, but you do it a bit for the views. Why do you think I do it a bit for the views, mate? If I did it a bit for the views, do you know why it's not for the views? This is why I'll say it's not for the views. If it was for the views, the vast majority of... Because it does get views, don't get me wrong. I know it gets views. But here's the thing. I still only stream the Arsenal games. I don't do videos on them. I do shorts, but like, very rare. How many shorts have you seen me do on Arsenal? Like, I reckon across the whole season, you can maybe find 6 or 7 at a push. It's not that many. I reckon I've averaged maybe 1 short a month on Arsenal across the season, if that. I don't even think it'd be that many. So if they were getting stuff, if I was absolutely, I'd do it, and I'd also do every Arsenal game. I don't. I've missed loads of Arsenal games this season. I'm not going to be doing the final game either. We've been fighting. I hand to heart mean we deserve this. You definitely do deserve a league title this year. After 38 games, I don't think the league table ever lies, personally. I think through the season, it quite frequently lies. Because different teams you've played... When at the end of the season, everyone's played everyone twice. And the league winner is always the best team in the league. It's hard to argue otherwise. You can always argue fine margins, and Arsenal have definitely had a bit of luck. But I would never ever pretend anything other than that. I would never ever say that Arsenal are not the worthy winners. They are. Of course they are. If you played 38 games across the season and you win the league, you're the best team in the league. Undoubtedly. Kwanzan Key, you are very good at what you do and we all enjoy the community you have created. Well done. Mate, I can't even tell you how much little comments like that mean. I don't even mean little comments, but you know what I mean. Comments like that mean the world to me. They mean an awful lot. Swash Gang says, next season we go again, Key, the biggest Arsenal hater. If Arteta's at Arsenal next year, then yes, I absolutely will be here again. And I will be saying, and they're absolutely boring. Unless what everyone seems to tell me is going to happen. Apparently, Mikel Arteta has played dreadful football at Arsenal for God knows how many years. But next season, having won the league, apparently he's going to turn into prime Klopp. He's going to turn into an absolute attacking, free-flowing genius. He's going to throw caution to the wind, reckless abandon from Mikel Arteta next season, according to some Arsenal fans. Why always me? You're not commentating the game. Well spotted. Well spotted. There's nothing gets past you, mate. Stephen Huntley, you saying that has made my season as I've been waiting for that. I think you're great at what? ALS. Arsenal are the only team this season that haven't scored against us all season, by the way. I know. Yeah. It's bizarre, that, innit? Everyone scored past Liverpool apart from Arsenal. That's the one dark side against the one black mark on Arsenal. The old ways. Just check that AFTV to see fellow Gooners lasted 15 seconds. My God, it's little wonder why we're hated as a fan base. Never become like them, big man. This channel's head and shoulders above. Please, I promise people I haven't paid him to say that. I swear to God I haven't. I'll chuck you that $5 after, mate. I promise you I haven't. But that's a really, really lovely comment again. I promise you I'm not fishing for him. City, 6 minutes to save their season and they need 2 goals. It ain't happening, is it? It really ain't happening. Cheers, Gamer Guru. Carstic says, there are moments people will look at, but it's always like that. VAR's been shit, but people forget how they've been inconsistent for years now. Appreciate your honesty. Now I celebrate. So happy. Good lad. Enjoy it. Why not? That's what football's about, right? Don't forget that Arsenal owe Spurs because Spurs pulled 4 points off City this year. I know this is it. I get so much grief for cheering Everton on against Arsenal and I cheered Arsenal on against United, to be fair. First game of the season, I was cheering Arsenal mad against United in the game at Old Trafford. But, oh, look at that City fan. The one with the bottle. Ha ha. You paid him. You caught me. You caught me. Kimmy, hey Key, what do you think of the verdict? It's big news, isn't it, Kimmy? Yeah, we was talking about it earlier. I'm astonished, to be honest. I really didn't think it'd be that harsh. But, hey, fair play. We'll be watching Borough on Saturday. Fair play to Borough. They're in the final. If I'm dead honest, Kimmy, and I hope you don't, I don't mean this in any way against Borough, but I think probably the fairer thing would have been that Hull just go up. Like, I think that would have been maybe the fairer thing. I'm not sure that it's fair that Southampton, who lost over a two-legged tie, I know they got spied on and whatever, I don't think that's fair that they get reinstated. I think Hull should just go up. But then that would mean that they lose the money-spinning game at Wembley, don't they? And all the fans have to be refunded and all that sort of stuff. So I think logistically it's probably just easier to keep the playoff final scheduled and we'll just have Hull v Borough. But that feels a little bit unfair, I would say. That Borough can lose a two-legged semi-final and still potentially go up to the Premier League. I didn't expect Southampton to be thrown out. Vuyo says, Arsenal beating Burnley 1-0 after scoring from a set piece after having the most blatant VAR decision go their way. Sums up their title to perfection. Bearded Warrior. Problem is you only cheered for Arsenal the first game and since then it's been tears every time they play. I mean, it's not been tears every time they play. Believe me, we've had some cracking times. Liverpool against Arsenal. 2 games, actually, we played you off the park in both of them. Wolves was a wonderful game. That was a really enjoyable one. There's quite a few good games we've watched with Arsenal. But yeah, most of them have certainly been tears. Well, there's 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Imagine all the Borough fans scrambling for tickets now. Listen. If that gets them up to the Premier League, then fair play to him. Marmoush strike into the wall, too easy, and City scuff it. Cherky, no, he was going for another free kick there, and Bournemouth counter now. Kimmy, I agree. I would have been happy for Hull to have just gone up. Feels weird, but we take it. That's it. Apparently, there's still an appeal ongoing, though, isn't there? I don't know how accurate that is. Someone was saying in the chat earlier over here on... This is TikTok. Obviously, I've got them live over here on YouTube as well. So people are saying that there's an appeal going on as well. So how accurate that is and what time frame that looks like, given that the game's on Saturday, guess remains to be seen. Haaland, City... Strike off the post. Haaland off it. There you go. 1-1. Liverpool have got Champions League football secured, baby. Yeah, Champions League. Here we come. Whoa, where are you all? Where are you all? Key, enjoy Thursday night. Yeah, it ain't happening anymore. Haaland puts it away. Yes, City, you might have lost the league, but Liverpool won the war. We're in the Champions League. Yes. Hey. We've got it boxed. We're in the Champions League. There's still time. There's 60 seconds left here, City. Come on, you can win it. You can win it against all odds. Let's get a 60-second late winner. A late winner. Come on. Come on. Raster Key, you have to have a watch-along party for the Arsenal. I can't do that. I can't sit through... Key Thomas Trophy Parade, giving Arsenal their flowers. Well, it'll just be an hour and a half of me getting abuse. I mean, to be honest, most of the streams are that anyway. Kimmy, they had evidence of other spying. Yeah, Ipswich and Oxford I saw, and the Oxford one was back in like October, wasn't it? Which, if it's back in October, chances are they've not just been spying in 2 games. They've probably been spying all season, but they're the only ones they have evidence of, right? So yeah, it's. I think it's quite clear they've been caught. Oh, wonderful play! Go on, Savinio. Got to get it in. This is a big chance for City. Got to get the right pass. Oh, huge opportunity. and Bournemouth get it away. And now, here, Bournemouth could go and get it. Bournemouth could go and win it. Oh, what are you doing? Shocking play from Clivert there. And I think this is going to be it. I think Arsenal are going to win the league. And he has blown up. There you go. They've boxed it. Arsenal have won the league. Liverpool have got the Champions League. Yeah, we're in. Liverpool have won the Champions League. Next year, 26-27. It's coming. But we're back. We're back. Thursday nights are Europa nights, but they're not Liverpool nights. We're not going to be in the Europa League. Let's get that confirmed and boxed in. There you go. Arsenal win the Premier League. It's been 7 long years of Mikel Arteta's reign. £1 billion spent. Double what last year's champions Liverpool spent. And it's about time. That's all I'll say. Congratulations to Arsenal. It is about time. It's been a long, long time. And I think after £1 billion in the worst style of football known to man, they've got to win it at some point. So well done to them. They finally got it. They finally got it. And it's £1 billion. And congratulations to all the Arsenal fans and all the Arsenal players and all that sort of stuff, and enjoy it. But come on, PSG. Come on, PSG. I'll still say it. Come on, PSG. We need PSG to save us now. I can deal with Arsenal being Premier League champions. That's dead easy. Arsenal Premier League champions. I've seen it many, many times before. I've seen it loads of times. It's not a problem. I've grew up seeing Arsenal win Premier Leagues. But however, I've not seen them win a Champions League. And I think that would be the one that would really hurt. If I'm dead honest, that'd be the one that I don't want to happen. I don't want to see Arsenal win the Premier League and the Champions League. I think that would be painful. Right, let's put Chelsea and Spurs on. There's 55 minutes. There's another half hour left yet. Should we watch the rest of City and Chelsea and Spurs? Let's do that. Chelsea and Spurs. Here we go. If people want to stick around for it, yes, I've moved over to Chelsea Spurs. This charming Dan, I'm not sure how Southampton can appeal. They've admitted to 3 instances of spying. All they can say is the punishment is too harsh. But the rule doesn't state what the punishment parameters are. I mean, Tonda Ecker leaving. The Southampton manager's apparently left. Yeah. Southampton manager's apparently left. Oh, Reggie! Reggie's only come back in once in a blue moon. How you going, mate? 3 stars says, I can see it happening, mate. Everton have one more game in the Moyes to save West Ham. Nuno to relegate Spurs. Chelsea flying forward is Neto. Strike. Good block. Spurs aren't going down. Can't see that. Can't see that. Right, hang on a second. Where are we? There you go. That was what we was looking for. Arsenal confirmed Premier League champions. Tony, only 7 more titles to catch the mighty Reds. Yeah, they're not going to be anywhere near us anytime soon. Keith, Pep jinx City tonight, telling them he's leaving. And Frederick says, congrats to Arsenal fans. To be fair, Bournemouth deserved the win, but I'm happy. But I think Bournemouth did deserve the win tonight. There's no doubt about that. But the one thing I would say is I'm absolutely made up because it just gets Liverpool off the hook. Liverpool now go into the final game knowing that we have absolutely boxed off European football, Champions League football for next season. We're fine. Liverpool are absolutely Champions League. A Champions League team next year. Hey. Shahid, congratulations Arsenal. Well done on winning the Premier League. Man City started pragmatic. That's the issue. That's it. They were just too casual. Too casual. This charming Danky, I feel sorry for you. The amount of abuse you're going to get from Arsenal fans, it's going to be ridiculous, especially the bellends on Twitter. Oh, hey, listen, mate, I've had it all season off him. I've had it all season. It's all good fun. You get the odd one who's actually quite creative with it, to be fair. But yeah, it's all good fun. It don't keep me awake at night, despite what you might think. It's water off a duck's back. City of Northville says, Pep knew the 115 guilty verdict was coming. He couldn't take the guilt, so threw the game to his understudy, passing the torch. Thank you for the super chat, City of Northville. Richarlison misses it. Tom Toyland says, let's be honest, Arsenal have been the best team this season. Oh, absolutely. 1,000,000%. No doubt about that. I said that earlier. Yeah, no doubt about that. I want Gabriel to look into the camera next match like Haaland. Oh, I'm sure he will. Gabriel's not going to miss an opportunity to do that, is he? He's never going to miss an opportunity to do that. Here's Pedro Neto. 30 minutes left of this one. I still don't really see Spurs going down. They would have to lose to Everton. And obviously West Ham would have to beat Leeds. But I can't see it, can you? I just don't see a world in which Everton go there and beat them. Everton have been god-awful. And they've got nothing to play for. If they were going down there and maybe had a chance to get in Europe, then maybe. But they've just not. They've got no chance. Everton have got nothing to play for. Gamer Guru, Keith Thomas, it's been very fun to watch the league with you. I know I annoy the chat a lot, but it's been great fun. Here's to another season of footy chat. Hey, no, mate, you don't annoy. You don't annoy. You're a very excitable Arsenal fan, and right now you've got something to be excited about, right? So, it's all good. Enjoy it, mate. Comes around once in a blue moon, especially if you're an Arsenal fan. So, enjoy it. Enjoy it, mate. They won't retain everyone playing this ball. They'll leverage it for the big new contracts. And Keith says, Key, do you think this Chelsea team will disband after this season? Surely some of these players are saying, F this, no Champions League. Mate, I think it's going to be a really, really big summer. I think there's a lot of players who'll move on. I think you look at City and you think with no Pep Guardiola, how many players are going to fancy that next season under Enzo Maresca? Xabi Alonso coming in. Could he keep a few? Maybe, but no European football of any sort. Yeah, Cole Palmer. What happens to Cole Palmer? Is there a few players at Chelsea that might get picked off? Caicedo, maybe. Liverpool. What if Liverpool went in for Caicedo? Liverpool going for Caicedo. We'll pinch Caicedo off Chelsea again. Vanch, got a feel for expressions, man. Arsenal winning the league and Spurs losing currently. Javi might attract some good talent. He wants experience. I think the only real selling point with Xabi Alonso at Chelsea is going to be that they haven't got European football. I know that's like a weird thing because obviously they'd want to have European football. But a bit like United, they might be able to pitch players and say, listen, come to us, we're going to have a real go at the title because we're not going to have all these extra games. You're going to be fresh as a daisy next year. You're going to have loads and loads of time to play your best football. And you're going to be fresh every single week. You're not going to be fatigued. You're not going to have to play 3 games a week like other teams. You're just going to have the chance to go and play your best football. And under Xabi Alonso, I think he might well do okay there. Years of waiting, mate, and a lot of humiliation. It wasn't pretty, but we did it. That's it. Doesn't matter, though, does it? Doesn't matter whether it was pretty or not. It happened. Whether it was pretty or not, it happened, and that's the main thing. Keith says, mate, Expression spends more time trying to come up with one-liners towards his club than actually speaking about the football. Nah, well, he doesn't spend time. I'm sure he doesn't spend time thinking about it. It's scripted, isn't it? It's scripted. It's very, very well scripted. I'm sure he might well have a writer. I assume he's got a writer. I bet Goldbridge did as well. I reckon they've got a writer that says, like, if this team score, you say this. and it's written for him like a monologue. It might even be like behind the camera somewhere here, so that when it happens, it's just like, right, Spurs have scored, now I can say this, and it'll come off dead, like it's come dead, just like out of nowhere. Goldbridge was always very good at it. It's also a bit cornball. I mean, listen, it depends. It depends what you like out of it, doesn't it? I have no time to sit there and write Partridge-style stuff, because half the time I come out with it anyway. Define Young. I don't like the Chinese, apparently. Loads of stuff like that just tends to happen. I mess up throughout the stream. Red Rebellion, you'll never sing that. Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. They don't count your chickens, mate. You might get beat PSG and they'll ram that down your throat. They'll ram that one down your throat if you're not careful. But I don't think they do. I still think PSG beat them. Keith, he 100% scripts all his reactions. There's no way he actually comes up with all that nonsense. Goldbridge, I reckon, does do it. He had a big following, so he needs to keep the entertainment factor. Yeah, I mean, but again, Goldbridge is very entertaining. Both of them are. I can't say I watch Expressions, I'll be honest. I've not really watched Goldbridge in a very long time, but he's certainly entertaining. One-liners with Keith Thomas make it happen. Madhouse says, nighty night Key. Good to see you, Madhouse. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you as always. ABD, hey Key, it's been good. Thanks for the banter, boss. Good to see you, man. Always good. Congratulations to Arsenal. Chelsea, 25 minutes left in this one, and it's kind of fizzling out. It's fizzling out a little bit here. K Diaries, many congratulations to Arsenal for winning the Premier League after City drop points at Bournemouth. And many congratulations to Liverpool. Yeah? Everyone, can we all join me in congratulating Liverpool on securing Champions League football? No? Just me? Lads? Anyone? Liverpool, well done. Congratulations to Liverpool on securing Champions League football. Hip hip. Just me. Okay. Butch Jonah, is the light going red? Don't say I don't do nout for you. Don't say I don't do nout for you. Don't say I haven't got any humility. I'll change it. I'll change it to red. For one night only. For 30 minutes. To celebrate Liverpool getting Champions League football next year. How many messing? Congratulations to Arsenal. Mind your own. Many congratulations on losing to Villa, though. I don't think it'll make much of a difference, mate. I still think we'll finish above you. For what it's worth. I still think we finish above you. Doesn't make a difference, really. Shahid, congratulations, Liverpool, on the Champions League. Yes, Shahid. Liverpool, you never gave up. No matter how many people insisted you must have. Yeah, huge win for Liverpool. This charming Dan says, Key, you need to get some merch with your Keyisms. It'd be great to see t-shirts with "That's offside." Can we get a check on that, sir? I know, but do you not think that's a little bit... I still feel like I'm a little bit... I'm nowhere near big enough to justify that. I'm nowhere near big enough to justify that. It feels a bit cringe. It'd be cringe, that. I wouldn't do that. I think if I start like pushing merch, and there's no problem with pushing merch, I guess, but if I start pushing it, then I think I've got to have a decent sized audience and stuff, and it's kind of, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that yet. Maybe in time. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. If it does, I might put some merch out. Oh, it is. There you go. 2-0 Chelsea. Spurs are bang in trouble. They're bang in trouble. Keith, also thanks for keeping us all entertained this season. I thought you were another biased Liverpool fan, but I was proved wrong. I'll be here next season for another season of entertainment. Oh, don't disappear now and come back in August. I need you for the World Cup, mate. There's a load of stuff going on. However, I will say this. Make sure you're going to follow the new channel. There's going to be a second channel announced. A second channel announced in the next couple of... Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll have it ready for you. It's all pretty much done. I've got the new name. I've got the new channel. It's most of the watch-alongs are going to be over there now. So I need you to follow the new channel. I'll tell you it tomorrow. Finners Matty Key, what game are you doing on Sunday? Liverpool. Liverpool v Brentford. I'll still be doing that. I want to see what the reaction is with Mo Salah. I want to see how he plays. We'll obviously be keeping an eye on the Spurs versus Everton game and the Leeds versus West Ham game. Because honestly, now that feels like all there is riding on the league. Bournemouth look like they've probably secured Champions League football. Or at least if Liverpool beat Brentford and City beat Villa, Bournemouth need a point against Forest for Champions League football. And obviously Villa to win the Europa League against Freiburg. Which, I think that is what happens, by the way. I think Villa win the Europa League. I think Liverpool beat Brentford. And I think City beat Villa. Peps farewell at the Etihad. I think they'll go big and they'll beat Villa. Villa will be hungover because they'll have already beaten Freiburg, won't they, in the Europa League on Wednesday. Tomorrow night is the Europa League final. We're going to be live for that. So if you want to watch the Europa League final with me tomorrow, make sure you've joined. We'll chat about everything, including all the permutations in the league and what that might mean. But yeah, we'll be there for it. City beat Villa, Brentford lose, Bournemouth get Champions League, I believe. Well, it depends. If Bournemouth get beat by Forest at the City Ground and Brighton beat United, then Brighton get Champions League in that case. Key says, Key, when are we getting the T-shirts or at least some merchandise with the caption, can we get a VAR check? Maybe we can sort something out for the summer. I don't know. Maybe we can sort something out. I don't want to do it because it feels a bit cringe, but we can, if people want them, I can probably put something out there. I don't know. Probably find something. Vivek, from trusting the process to lifting the trophy. Arsenal. Instead of check ref. Said I'd fancy Spurs getting relegated in that fancy stadium. Farewell Spurs. Big game still to be played. Yeah, absolutely. Loads still to be played. Spurs have not played tonight, as well. They've not played at all. From what we've seen, we watched the first sort of 15 minutes of the game. Was it the first 15 minutes when we turned it on? Yeah. They weren't great in the first 15, and they've not been great in the last 15. So we've watched half an hour of this game, and Spurs have been pretty dreadful. And I think Everton at home, Everton have maybe got a point to prove. David Moyes has got a point to prove. But I don't see Spurs getting beat. And that is what needs to happen. A point is no good. Spurs only need a point against Everton. And I can't see it happening, can you? I can't see it happening. Joe, how's it going, mate? Lovely to see you. Who has more players that you want, Spurs or West Ham? Ooh, I think I'd probably take more players from Spurs. I quite like a lot of the Spurs players. There's some really good ones in there. I'd take Archie Gray. I'd take Bergvall. If Kulusevski was fit, I'd take him. I'd take Kudus if he was fit and, yeah, fancied a move. If Xavi Simons was fit, I'd take him. But maybe even Mickey van der Ven. Good chance. Good effort from Spurs. This charming Dan, Everton might not have Europe to play for, but they do have the We Sent Spurs Down trophy to play for. That's bigger than the Premier League. Shahid says, good night, Vance. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. See you soon, Vance. Abdi Samad, Arsenal will win the Champions League, and Wellington Kiwi won the league. I saw, mate. Saw it. Congratulations to him. Marcus Svensson, acting like a team, didn't just win the league. Mate, we've been talking about it for the last 20, 25 minutes, if not longer. We watched the game. We watched the game, and we've now switched over to Chelsea Spurs. You've missed it. You can wheel back. You can spool back if you so wish. We've been talking about it for ages. Joe Key, is this the last ever stream since Arsenal have won the league? Do you know what? It's the second to last ever stream probably on this channel. Because there's going to be a new channel as of tomorrow night. So there might be some Arsenal fans who they might get a bit excited, they might get a bit giddy when they see that there's not really much content coming from this channel in another week or so. They'll see that it's all somewhere else on a brand new channel. So yeah, the channel's not disappearing. We'll still be here. There's still be stuff going on here, but the lives temporarily, certainly over the World Cup period, are going to be all on a different place. Spurs chance. Must be. What a goal that is. He's onside as well. Great goal, Richarlison. Game on for Spurs. There's still a chance for Spurs. Joe, will the same mods be put on there? Do you know what? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess so. If people still want to be mods, then yeah. I think so. Yeah. I've no... Whatever. Yeah. I guess I'll have to reappoint people. But yeah. Is it called Premier League Dad? It's not, Keith. No, it's not going to be called Premier League Dad. It's called something completely different. But I'm going to tell you the channel name tomorrow in the Europa League final stream, the Villa stream against Freiburg. Tomorrow night, I'll be live. I'll tell you the channel name. And there'll also be posts going out pretty much every other day, reminding people to go across and subscribe. But all the streams will be over there now. Yeah. What's the new channel called? Key the Gooner at Heart. You called it, mate. You called it. Lisha, are you moving to Kick? No, but I will be streaming on Kick as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a bit on Kick. Hey Key, sending hate from Long Island, New York. Sending love right back to you, mate. I'm gonna end your hate with love. Lots of love. Appreciate the super chat though, mate. Lots of love. Actually, Key, do you have children yourself? And if so, how many do you have? Getting a bit creepy now, Keith. I'm only kidding. Yes, I do. It'd be weird if I was called Premier League Dad and I didn't have kids. I've got one. I've got a little girl. Yeah. I've got one kid, little girl, and she bleeds the life out of me. Best thing that's ever happened to me, but my goodness me, they're expensive, especially girls. Girls cost an absolute fortune. In fact, that just goes for women in general. If you'd have my experience. My wife cost nearly as much as my daughter. That sounds like a bottom, didn't it? When I was courting, when we were dating. Cheers, Matty. To be honest, mate, I don't know how many we'll need. It might be relatively quiet when we go over there initially. I don't think it'll be this busy when we start off. Andy, with the new channel, is that for TikTok and YouTube? No. So TikTok probably stays the same. Nothing really changes for TikTok. It'll be just for YouTube. And it'll be for Kick. And Twitch. Yeah. Kick, Twitch, YouTube, all brand new channels. But TikTok will stay the same. It might just be rebranded. It might not be called Premier League Dad. So I'll keep the channel, but it won't be called Premier League Dad. I have 2 kids myself, 2 boys. One of them's almost 2, and I've just had a baby last Monday. Oh, Keith, congratulations, mate. Best thing ever, isn't it? Best thing ever. Good luck to you, mate. It's hard graft when you've got a little one. Especially, well, to be honest, you know more than I. One who's almost 2 and one who you've just had last Monday. Congratulations first off on the new bundle in your life. But I tell you what, you need to get a telly in your house. Get a Netflix subscription. Get yourself a Netflix. Get something. Anything. You have to sleep with your hands tied behind your back. Something. Anything. You'd be on for the hat-trick. Invest in a really good Netflix subscription. Joe says, on the theme of Muppets, who's your favourite Muppet? Mikel Arteta. I mean, not Mikel Arteta. Probably Statler and Waldorf. quite like Statler and Waldorf. Jensk, do you ever watch Anfield Agenda? No. I don't, and it's nothing against him. I don't really... I've never watched him. I've never, ever watched him. It's, people enjoy what they enjoy. It's not really my thing. And to be honest, I can't really watch him now, even if I did love his stuff, because usually he's on at the same time I am. But he works very hard, doesn't he? I'm sure he works very hard, and the success that he's had, good luck to him. I have no ill will to the guy at all. But I don't really watch him. I do watch a lot of fan channels though. But to be honest, the vast majority of fan channels that I watch aren't Liverpool fan channels. I love the Anfield Rap is brilliant. The Anfield Rap is really good, and I enjoy their stuff. But that's probably the only Liverpool fan channel that I watch. I watch a lot of Everton fan channels. Toffee TV's great. Blue Boys Network's great. There's quite a lot of Arsenal fan channels. Chelsea fan channels are quite good. Yeah, there's a fair few. United, I think Stretford Paddock do a really good job. There's a lot of good fan channels out there. Keith, it's absolutely the best thing in the world, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I took the TV off the wall, so the missus keeps me busy. Yeah, good lad. Gamer Guru, great news, mate. Mine's due in July. Spring. Everyone's... Christ, we need to... Do you know what this is? Do you know who you can blame for all these babies? Arsenal. I bet if the football was more entertaining, they wouldn't be occupying themselves with all the other stuff. Bryce, I've got kid 3 coming at the end of August, which means 6 weeks of paternity leave, just in time for the new Premier League season. I've just realised that. Catch up, Key. Don't think I've got time now. If we got stuck in tonight, it'd be a January baby, I think, wouldn't it? Is that right? No, like a February baby. No, definitely not. Cyan goals. I've enjoyed your tears this season. Again, bit creepy, but whatever works for you, mate. Life is good. Very painful season to you, bro. That's the result of too much hate. No, it's a love, mate. I've enjoyed it. It's a wonderful season. It's been a great season. Keith, Rory Jennings is actually enjoyable to listen to as well. I watch a lot of his stuff and I never get bored. Fair play. Yeah, I've no issue. Rory Jennings does some good stuff too. But yeah, not really my thing. I generally like to stick to the... And I know this sounds... I really, really steered away from the stuff that's like corporate, like heavily produced. Do you know what I mean? I really like the stuff that's just 2 fans and a camera and a couple of mics and people just having a chat about the game. I think when you start getting like a studio, and I mean like a proper studio, and it's like very much like overproduced. It just doesn't... It's not fan content anymore, is it? This is why Sky have done the whole Fanalysis thing. It's such a step away from it. I'm not a lover of it, if I'm dead honest. I'm really not. That's the one thing I was... when Goldbridge sold his thing to Neville, made up for the fella, definitely deserves it, worked his socks off. There was a tinge of disappointment that it was like kind of losing a big fan channel to the bad guys, to Sky. And I wouldn't, I'm not blaming him. I'm sure I'd probably have thought about it as well when you put that many numbers in front of you. Makes sense, doesn't it? So it's not a dig at Mark Goldbridge in any way, shape or form, but it was a little bit sad to see it go. Zach, how you feeling, mate? I'm great, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Key, did you see Elversberg got promoted? I didn't. No, that's great news for Elversberg. Daniel Zamari. Fucking hold it, Lee. Who's Lee? Keith, there's 2 Scouse lads who do live streams, but I can't remember their name. One of them's bald and the other one I think has glasses. You might know them. I watch them the odd time as well. One of them's bald. 2 Scouse lads. Are we talking on YouTube? I don't know. Can't say I know him. City of Northville, apparently they're going to be buying a lot more fan channels so they can have uniform advertisements across all of them and say to the advertisers, we've got 6 to 7 million viewers across our network. See, this is it. Yeah, this is it. I'm not a lover of that. Because if you're in a network then they can say who's in and who's out. So it's kind of like the whole, buy from your local kind of thing. Buy from your local butchers. Buy from your local everything if you can. Don't go to the big local store. Don't go to the big corporate stooge. Go to the local. That's what you need. I find it really odd that fan channels end up doing punditry for TalkSport. When Abby got on TalkSport, that's when you knew they weren't serious. I can't comment on that, mate, but I don't really know an awful lot about her either. But yeah, I do think that if you're doing a fan channel, then that's kind of where the line is drawn. And if there's one thing I can promise you, and listen, I don't think there's any offers forthcoming my way, but if there's one thing I can promise you, I absolutely would never, ever, ever be in the habit of... I genuinely think if Sky phoned me tomorrow and said, Key, do you want to come in the studio and do it? It genuinely would be a no. It's not my thing. People are very good at that sort of stuff, and I would probably maybe wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's not what I want to do. How many people could avoid all those zeros? It's life-changing. That's it, and it's not a criticism. It really isn't a criticism. Nathan, how you feeling, Key? Bloody boring Arsenal. I'm great, mate. I'm all good. I'm all good. Loving life. Keith Goldbridge must have been making some serious money for Neville to throw that many numbers at him. I think he's just got a big audience, hasn't he? A really big audience pull. Corner for Spurs here. Corner for Spurs. Mr. Al-Shamari says, Arsenal are not worthy champions of the league. It's just so embarrassing having a winner of the league with so much controversial calls that goes in their favour and with the help of the PGMOL. Gamer Guru, they gave O'Hara airtime. Key, you'd be an upgrade at least. Oh, that's very nice. That's a lovely, lovely comment. Spillio, is Saka better than Prime Messi? Easy. Yeah. Saka's better than Messi. Rice is better than Gerrard. Yeah. Saliba's better than Van Dijk. David Raya's better than Schmeichel. Who else? Calafiori's better than Ashley Cole. Yeah. They're all the best ever. And him getting the Bundesliga probably made it. Do you know? And again, fair play to him. That's like life changing, isn't it? He's done something there that nobody ever else would have done. I can't believe that's not a penalty. How's that not a penalty? Van der Ven's just been absolutely wrestled there from Cucurella. That's got to be a penalty for Spurs. That I am astonished how that's not a penalty for Spurs. I can't believe it. Mac Network says Gabriel Jesus is better than Kenny Dalglish. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, clear as day. Clear as day. If that results in the EPL coming to YouTube one day, I won't fault him for selling. Can't see it though, can you? Never going to do the 3 PM blackout on YouTube. Old ways, Arsenal winning the league, and if we win the Champions League and Spurs get relegated, I'm retiring from watching football. It's completed for me. It can't get better. It's all downhill from that. Yeah, you kind of would get a super dopamine rush, wouldn't you? If you saw Arsenal win the Premier League, the Champions League, and Spurs got relegated in the same season. I genuinely think Arsenal fans would just sit there. They'd be like catatonic. Oh, Chelsea are in. Big chance. How's he give a free kick there? Liam Delap booked. He doesn't even touch him. Doesn't even touch him. He's wrapped around Cucurella, but only because he's tackling him to the floor. Yeah, that's a crazy, crazy decision from the referee there for me. Madness. They might have to. Zoomers and Alphas do not even have TVs. Are they going to just miss out on the next gen of viewers? They don't have the power to make the call. They'll be forced. Could happen. Yeah, could happen. It might just be that the market dictates it, I guess. Keith, remember that Arsenal fan who does the hot takes that's not really a hot take? Said if Arsenal win the league, Havertz is the greatest striker in the Prem history. I don't even know who that is. The hot takes. No, I don't know. Annoyed UK, come on Key. What are we saying? Come on Key. Three changes for Chelsea, and one of them is going to be Garnacho. Garnacho coming on. Delap was such a Chelsea buy, did half decent in his first Prem season, and they snapped him up like he was world class. John, did this dickwad congratulate Arsenal? I did, John. Yes, I did. I did congratulate him. It means an awful lot to me that my congratulations means enough to you that you'd come and seek me out. Is there not a lot going on? I am astonished. I am astonished by that. Please let Garnacho gift them a goal. It'll be so funny. Dean Kennedy, where's the Arsenal jersey you said you'd put up if they won the league? I don't remember ever saying that. Don't remember ever saying that. Callie, I can't wait for PSG to smoke Arsenal. They probably will beat him. They probably will beat him. Gamer Guru, he has been giving the club its flowers and has been sound about it. So that's from an Arsenal fan. I have said, and to be fair, I've said it all season, it's just not clipped up. But again, the only people who get angry are the ones who come in and get all TikTok brain. I saw you in a 30-second clip, so I think I know how you feel about everything. Mac Networks, what I see is an Arsenal champion, Spurs getting relegated on the final day. Still don't see it happening. Ollie, we can find the clip of you saying it, mate. Go ahead. Find it. Find it. Find it. Keith, there are some serious amount of people in this world that have lost some night's sleep over your existence. I know, yeah. And they say I've got tears. You wouldn't believe the message. People saying as well, nasty, vile comments, you horrible man. Nasty and vile. What? For saying I don't want Arsenal to win the league? Grow up. Grow up. Annoyed UK, you're the highlight of the reaction vids on YouTube. You need a cut of the coin. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. They make the videos. I don't. I can't be arsed cutting them or editing them. Good luck to them. People seem to like them, so I don't benefit from them, but whatever. Good luck to them. They made them. Enjoy. If people enjoy them, good luck. You've given it the big un all year. I've not given it the big un all year. I've said exactly what I've said tonight, which is Arsenal are the most effective. Honestly, if you go back, you will find throughout every single stream I've said the exact same thing. Most effective side in the league. If they win it, it's about time. They've spent a fortune. And I said tonight, the best side in the league always wins it over 38 games. Number one, whoever's number one after 38 games, they've won. They're the best side in the league. No question about it. So do Arsenal deserve to win the league? Yes. If they finish top after 38 games, yes. And they have. So yes, they absolutely do deserve to win the league. Said that at the start of the season. I've said the same stuff tonight that I've said all through the season. The only problem is it's not been clipped up into a 30-second clip. So people won't have seen it, really. But if you've been in the live, and there's a lot of Arsenal fans who came in to give me stick and then didn't last very long because they went, oh, actually, he's all right, he's all right, he's not a bad bloke. Yeah, it changes quite quickly. Pete says, I'm sick of Arsenal fans by now, and they've only been champions 30 minutes. Love me. Well, do you know what? There's such a thing, isn't there, as a sore loser. And as they say in, as Dr. King Schultz says in Django Unchained, you're an abysmal winner. And I think there is an element of that, isn't there, with some of these Arsenal fans. There's such a thing as being a sore loser, and we've seen a lot of that with Arsenal over the years. But they might also just be veering. If they're not careful, some of the fans might just veer into being an abysmal winner. And I wouldn't expect any less. Free kick for Spurs. There's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes at the end of this one for them to do it. Game of Guru, every club has them fans though, Key. Oh, absolutely. I've said that as well, mate, all season. Liverpool have got some bad eggs. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United, everyone. That's just society, isn't it? Strike miles over the bar. Dreadful. Rutsuki, why are you jumping on Keys live? Yeah, well, that's it. Liam, nothing wrong with celebrating a trophy you haven't won in 22 years. There's not, but there's a manner of going about it, isn't there? And I'm assuming from that comment you've not been in the live for the last 5-10 minutes. K Rico, brother, self-awareness? You are so unbearable. Well, hey, maybe you need to get a higher tolerance threshold. Liquid Laser, most fans can only celebrate getting one over their rivals and all the clubs assembled like the Avengers. It seems to that end, giving us a shtick is amazing. West Ham have got yet another lifeline. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. There's 3 minutes to go here. 3 minutes to go. Spurs have got to pinch something. A point keeps them up. Spurs fans biting their nails. Oh, good play. Conor Gallagher. Got to get the ball in. Chance. Terrible. Terrible. Absolutely shocking. It's going to go to the final day, and it's going to be Everton and West Ham. Well, Everton against Spurs at Spurs, and West Ham have got Leeds at West Ham. If West Ham win and Everton can somehow pull off a result against Spurs, it would be humiliating, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. Even if Spurs draw, that they've sent West Ham down on goal difference. That's got to be humiliating. Gamer Guru, hey, has anyone seen Julius? Not like him to go missing on a night like this. Do you know what? He was in earlier, mate. He was in earlier, but he's legged it. He's gone. Pete, there is a way to celebrate with class. That's it. Have a bit of class. Have a shred of class. He always came to your channel after watching 30-second clip and my mind was changed after watching my first watch-along. Chat's a good crack, it's a noise up, and sometimes the halftime quiz is nostalgic. Hey, we try. Welshwing does a cracking halftime quiz, and he's an Arsenal fan. Welshwing's a staple of the channel now, and he's an Arsenal fan. He writes some fantastic quizzes, and we enjoy, and we all have a laugh, and yeah. Many United fans, Spurs fans, Liverpool fans, Everton fans, Notts County fans, Hearts fans, we've got them all coming together. It's a nice melting pot. I feel a bit like David Brent. It's a melting pot of a channel. It's not an echo chamber. I think if you go to other fan channels, you see they're all sort of, aren't we really great? Yeah, we're really great, aren't we? We're probably better than them. Yeah, we're miles better than them. That's not what you want to hear. You have a proper chat. I'm thinking you should have sold merch with you looking crestfallen while watching an Arsenal goal. It had sold out in minutes. Yeah, maybe. I think I'd have had more of a nightmare with people trying to return orders. Let's buy it out and then we'll return them en masse. That would have been the way to really get back at me. Shahid says, Key, tell us the new channel and I'll subscribe. You can't find it yet, mate. I don't know why, but whenever I've tried to search it, it ain't showing up. So I think I might have to publish something on it. Yeah, I think I might have to publish something on it for it to show up. Look at that. Chelsea have won. It's 2-1. Maddison is furious at the referee. But it's there. Spurs take it to the final day. It's going to be a difficult night for Spurs on Sunday. They've got to do something against Everton. They've got to get a point against Everton. So we're going to be there for it on Sunday. I'll be live on Sunday. But listen, before that, thank you everyone for tonight. Really appreciate you all in the chat. Lots of love. Thank you everyone for being with us all season and putting up with all the garbage football we've watched from Arsenal. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding before you start. Congratulations to Arsenal. Well done to them. They've won the league. Eventually, they got it over the line. They are the best team in the league. They have absolutely deserved it this season. There's no doubt about that. And congratulations to them. They finally got it over the line. But there's still a lot of work to do for Spurs. There's a lot of work to do for West Ham. There's maybe a little bit of work to do for Brighton. Brighton can maybe make something of it. If they could maybe sneak a win against United, and if Bournemouth lose against Forest and results go in their favour, Brighton could still get Champions League football. So that's all to be decided final day. Who stays up, who goes down, European football, all still to be decided. But Liverpool has got Champions League football. Yay! Hip hip hooray! Can we congratulate Liverpool as well? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we probably should have had it wrapped up a lot sooner. Right, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow for Freiburg against Aston Villa. The Europa League final tomorrow, and we need Villa to win so that 6th place has a chance at Champions League football. It'd be wonderful to see Bournemouth playing Real Madrid. How amazing would that be? Bournemouth against Barca at the Nou Camp. Love to see it. Would be amazing to see a team like Bournemouth or Brighton in the Champions League, and good luck to him. But for Spurs, the nerves continue. Right. Lots of love, everyone. Appreciate it. Hit the like if you've not already. Hit subscribe. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Ta-ra.